This episode is rated M for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
This is Creepy Soup on the PFC Entertainment Network.
Stop. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Creepy Soup on the PFC Entertainment Network. I am Jill. And this is
Judy. Hi.
my hump trophy. Definitely a consolation prize right now.
I'm a riot.
You're a dick.
You're a vagina.
Nope. Anyway, how are you today?
I am good, other than my damn allergies. I'm so over
There's
it.
allergy pills in the kitchen.
I just took one.
No, I mean good ones.
Oh, I might take you up on that offer, but these ones I could take every 4 to 6 hours, but the other ones I gotta do only one in 24-hour period. I can't. I need more than that.
All right. I hear you, because... Can you take penicillin?
No, Ma.
Oh. I couldn't remember if you were allergic or not.
Yeah, I'm allergic.
You got that from your daddy.
Thanks, Dad. Thank ya.
I was gonna say, I got amoxicillin out there.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I can take penicillin. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so allergies.
Oh. Excuse you.
Yep.
No more pop for you. Jeez
I know.
Louise.
You know what? Pretty much anything I drink is going to make me belch, and I know I say that it's coffee. I mean, coffee does make me belch. Let's be real. It does. But bubbles. Bubbles. I wish you could smell. Dumbass caught COVID.
It wasn't my fault.
Oh, it caught you. That's right, 'cause you're slow. Anyway, she has not gotten her sense of smell back. And it's so sad because I just got a perfume. Lately, my thing has been perfumes. I don't care if it's like dupes, which is you, because let's face it, I can't really afford like the good shit. Well, I had seen one on TikTok, of course, because what else do I do?
Work.
And it's supposed to be like the knockoff of what Rihanna wears.
Okay.
And everyone, whoever, like in an interview, talks about how she smells like heaven. Well, that dossier or whatever has a dupe. The box is on the cupboard still.
Huh.
And it's called Fruity Marshmallow. I don't know what the original scent is, but
Fruity marshmallow.
yeah, let me see.
So like Fruity Pebble Rice Krispies?
Kind of. Well, like Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows.
Okay. Ergo Fruity Pebble Rice Krispies.
Maybe. No, not right. Why are you bringing Rice Krispies into it? I guess maybe Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, that's not what you said.
Words are hard, okay? God.
Fruity. I'm trying to figure out what it's a dupe for. Or maybe it's floral marshmallow. I don't fucking... All I know is marshmallow is the important part. It's Killian Love, Don't Be Shy.
That's weird.
I don't know. All I know is it smells so good and I wish you could smell it.
Yeah, you and me both. You see, after...
It smells so yummy.
Because it sucks because, like, after I, had COVID, I did get my senses back after, I went away. But it's, like, over the last several months, like, I've gotten the no taste, no smell back. And apparently it's a known fact that that can't happen.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
I didn't give it to you. See, that was the one beautiful thing. When I got COVID, I didn't lose my taste or smell. I was one of the lucky ones. Sorry. Not sorry. Trust me, there's sometimes I wish I couldn't smell. So anyway, next week is Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And I know we talked about it. You have to work. I'm pretty bummed.
Yeah, but I get paid more than time and a half.
There is a plus to that, yeah. Oh, motherfucker, now I gotta look that up again. Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, so trying to get some of my info up. I don't know. Any fun? Fun shit? Fun stuff? No.
No.
For me, because we're recording, of course, a few days prior to the Sunday drop, so it's, well, technically now Friday morning.
Yeah.
Actually, episode... I don't want to step out of this again.
Our episode?
No, episode 126 just dropped
An hour ago.
So, oh, yay. Yeah, episode 126 just dropped. This is episode 127. It will be out. Jenny and I have already recorded episode 128. It's yeah. So fun. Trying to keep it all straight. And I was trying to explain something about, and I'm like, fuck it, just forget it.
Just smiling.
Like, I was trying to figure out, okay, like, when the episode Jenny and I just recorded, when that drops next Friday, it'll be that Sunday that Jason and Sean and I are going to record episode 100 of Power Tripping Through the 80s. It was a whole thing, and I'm like, you know what, I can't even think, because that's enough. And then I just said, it's coming up. Just watch for it. Yeah.
Poor thing.
So yep, I know when Jason and I record next, because we did discuss it, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Poltergeist movie.
Okay.
And like all the curse, like how so much shit happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess when you're using real skeletons in a scene, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
creepy.
The scene where they're like towards the end where they're all outside and the mom is like freaking out because there's skeletons popping up all around her. Those were real skeletons.
Did they know that?
Not beforehand.
That's wrong.
Yeah. So her reaction as they're popping up is real. That's
No.
Yeah,
That's a no for me.
Yeah, because on this past Wednesday's episode, we did like the different like urban legends and myths and stuff behind movie sets. Mm-hmm. And that one came up because, you know, there's the whole real skeletons thing and two of the children, the actor or actresses that played the daughters, they both died. Yeah. So we decided, let's just do a deep dive on it. So keep your eye out for that, because that's going to be an interesting one.
Like in the movie?
No, in real life.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the you know the line, "They're here." That was Heather Rourke, and I believe it was a kidney or liver, something. So she played, I believe, the youngest child of the kids, and then the oldest daughter, she was murdered by a boyfriend who spent like little to no time in prison and got out and changed his name. Yeah.
What?
Her case is so sad. And I actually thought about covering her case on a future episode. Because it's interesting. Actually, she comes from like a pretty prominent family.
The fact that he's a murderer and the government allowed him to change his name is bullshit.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I mean, it's happened. Not here, but Canada. The Ken and Barbie murders. The wife, Carla Homolka, when she got released, she changed her name. Yeah, that story is sickening.
Absolutely not.
That story is sickening. Maybe I'll cover that one someday, but there's a lot.
Yeah, that'd probably be like what, 2-3-parter, maybe more.
Maybe 2. I mean, there is a lot to it. A lot.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so she got, and there's been a few murderers that got to get out and change their name, or people that I believe had something to do with the murder got to change her name. Nicole Kessinger.
Duly noted.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You know, did I tell you that house is for sale again?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. When we did that update episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's up for sale again because the dad, the husband, went fucking crazy and got arrested for domestic violence.
Some people's children.
Right? Some people. All right, so we're like almost 13 minutes into this. Do you want to jump in to this story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, of course,
you have the floor.
I do not tell prior. So this one, I was actually going to cover it on mine and Jenny's episode, and my notes got ruined.
How'd that happen?
I don't even want to talk about it. So I've been listening to things and trying to retain information. And it is a case that I'm not really okay. So there is a podcast. It is on Spotify, and I'm not sure where else it's on, but I do know it's on Spotify because that's where I listen to my shit. it's called The Killing Month. So a lot of my information came from that. And to me, that I want to say there's like 7 or 8 parts to that. What's unique to me is the host of the podcast. Her name is Amanda Lamb, which reminds me of that song, Black Betty. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
Shut your dirty little mouth.
Okay. So her father was the county district attorney when all this was going on. Okay. So she has her dad on to interview him.
Okay. She
has like the detectives that were on the case, journalists who followed the case from start to finish. Yeah. So now I'm not doing that much of a deep dive because there is a lot on this little gang of people.
Okay.
Horrible people. Absolutely horrible people. And actually one of my favorite, because you know how like movies based on true crime cases, yep. This is actually one of my favorites, but I forget about it because it wasn't. What was the most popular about this movie was the fact that Sean Penn is in it.
Okay.
And he was in this movie at this time he was married to Madonna.
His bad.
And she sang the theme song, which was Live to Tell. Good song. It's a very good song. The movie was called At Close Range. It's on Tubi right now if you're interested. Christopher Walken plays the father. Sean Penn plays the son. Sean Penn's brother, Chris, plays his half-brother in the movie.
Oh, his real brother?
His real life brother.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Penn was...
I've never seen it.
Chris Penn was in Footloose, a couple other things, and I can't tell you how many years ago because I don't fucking remember, but he passed away. He was a good actor. Very good actor. Anyway, the story is about the Johnston gang. But I'm not doing a deep dive on it because this actually, like, it really could have so many parts to it if I talked about all of their crimes. So I'm just going to do, like, kind of at close range specific.
Okay.
Because I mean, there was a lot. There was prior to this, 2 police officers getting murdered, the adult members of the gang, and why I say adult members is because after years of not seeing his son, Bruce Sr., has Bruce Jr. Recruit some of his friends to have what they were called the Kitty Gang. And the Kitty Gang was made up of most of the members of the Kitty Gang were related to members of the Johnston Gang.
Okay.
And they were kind of known to be kids from like broken homes, kind of on the poor side, like didn't come from like good wealthy backgrounds or anything like that. Some of them already had brushes with the law. So the Johnston gang, we're going to jump back to the adults for a little bit. The gang was headed by Bruce Sr., and then the Kitty Gang, I guess, was headed by Bruce Jr. So when I say Bruce for the rest of the show, it's going to be Bruce Sr. And if I say Jr., I'm talking about Bruce Jr. That way, kind of. Okay, so Bruce and his brothers, David and Norman. Bruce is the oldest, David is the middle, and Norman was the youngest one. Norman was kind of known for being, like, kind of goofy, like, kind of the court jester type.
Yeah.
David was known to be, like, secretive, serious, and Bruce was just an absolute piece of shit. They all are. Let's be real. And when we get to the end, you'll get it. You'll get it. So they were known to pick locks. So they would break into stores, go to their safes because they would crack safes. And in one of the shows, there is also a show I got a little bit of information from. It's on Peacock. I don't know where else it airs, but it's Gangsters Most Evil or something like that. And it is, wait, I wrote it down. Gangsters, America's Most Evil. And it's the Bruce Johnston episode, season 5, episode 13, if you're interested. And they actually had a member of the gang, like, where you couldn't see him, and his voice was kind of disguised a little bit. And he talks about going into, like, an Exxon gas station and finding a brand new safe that was still in the box. So they take it and they figure out how to crack it without using, like, blowtorches. Okay. So they just carried, like, pocket-sized drills. And he says they, not just that particular type of safe, but, like, safes probably cracked about 500, getting, like, 5,000 to 6,000 each time. That is some money.
A little bit.
And that's just what they got from the safes. That's not, they could hot wire anything with an engine. They could start it and steal it. Which kind of led them to their, what they were most known for was stealing farm equipment. And I don't mean like just like a little John Deere you ride around in your yard, cutting the grass, putt, giving grandkids a ride. Like, you know. They would steal like the big tractors and combines and shit like that. And then what these sneaky motherfuckers would do, they would steal it, they would sell it to somebody, and that person would know it was stolen. They would pay for it, and then they would go back and steal it because they're not going to report it stolen because they bought it stolen. And then they would resell it. Yeah. Shifty motherfuckers. Yeah, so that was something they would do. They would steal shit. They stole art. They stole antiques. There was one person that said, you know, like, what is their specialty? And the guy said, anything that isn't nailed down. So, like, they really didn't, like, okay, like I said, the thing they were most known for was stealing, like, this large farm equipment. And
they tried stuff that was nailed down too.
Oh, I'm sure they did. And I mean, there was like a lot of members of this gang, but like the three I'm going to really, and then there's another one. And I, of course, didn't write the name down, but I want to say it's like James Sampson or something Sampson. Something. I don't know. Nope. Oh, yep. Haha. And I will read off some of these names of the gang members because it is listed on Wikipedia. So they decided they were going to bring in their kids, nephews, into the family biz. And there was a portion where they said Bruce, David, and Norman's mother, Louise, their father had passed away when the boys were teenagers. And he had a really weird name. It was like Passmore. His dad's name was Passmore. First name.
I'm sure there's probably a different way to say it.
Mm-mm. Okay, so anyway, when the boys started with their petty crimes and the police would come a-calling, they described her as like a mob barker type. She was protective of, I don't know, plans were actually, if she didn't give the approval for a plan, it didn't go through. But if she gave the approval, then they could do it. So,
Okay.
So she wasn't necessarily the mastermind, but she was the mama.
Okay.
They also, besides David and Norman, they also had a sister, Mary. Ugh. Sorry, flashbacks. And brothers from their father, so half brothers. They had the same father but not mother. Manuel and James Jr. Okay, not to be confused with James Johnston, who is Junior's half brother. It's a whole thing. I'm sure it'll make more sense in a little while. So these boys are now recruited, and they're very, you don't rat anybody out. No one here is a snitch. You're loyal. If you are questioned, you keep your shut your mouth. Shut it.
Yeah.
You don't, nothing. So loyalty was very big for these people. But it's kind of what cracks this wide open. Because one of the investigators was talking about how, not a coworker, that's not, I guess a coworker, brought in like this big accordion file of computer printouts. Now this is from the 70s, so like it's just one long piece of paper that folds.
Yeah.
And in the time span that they had been investigating, 2,200 burglaries, including the farm equipment, stolen art, stolen antiques, just 2,200 burglaries. That doesn't include, other little petty things. They also were into stealing cigarettes and taking them across the border. And also, I think I forgot to say, this is in, like, Pennsylvania. And when they would sell this stuff, they would go to, I did write this down, New York, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Like, so it was like a multi-state, so it actually became a federal case because of the crossing the state lines and things. So basically what kind of blows this wide open is Junior gets arrested in the early summer of 1978. Mm-hmm. And he is in jail. And instead of, they bailed each other out, like the Johnston gang / Kitty gang, bailed each other out all the time. And I don't know if it was to teach him a lesson, there was no clear reason why his father didn't bail him out, to pay the $10,000 bail to get him out. Nope, you're going to sit there for the summer. So there was one visiting day, whatever, that Bruce and somebody else, that I did not write down. Maybe it's in here. I don't fucking know. So Bruce, someone else, and Robin Miller, who was Junior's girlfriend, and they were madly in love. Like, he was 19, she was 15, but they planned their life. She knew he was she didn't know to what extent, but she knew that he was, like, doing some illegal shit. But, like, he loved her. He was very protective of her. She was his everything. The way even the police describe it. Like, they had never seen a teenage relationship, especially with that 4-year age gap, that serious. Like, yeah. So he is in jail, and of course they're trying to get him to turn on the gang. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. He, playing dumb. And Bruce, and I can't remember, maybe one of the brothers, maybe it was another gang member, and Robin, Junior's girlfriend, they go visit him. After the visit, they bet her, a 15-year-old little girl, we bet you $100 you can't drink a half pint of whiskey. $100 bet, most people are going to take it. Now, and they never say, like, the possibility of it being drugged or just, half pint, 15-year-old girl. Oh, and hang on, I have a picture of her. So let's do a little screen share. That's very small. That was Robin Miller. She is adorable.
Yeah.
And they were just head over heels. And the only picture I have of Junior is he's much older. Anyway, while he is in jail after this visit, a couple weeks later, she sends him a letter stating that after the visit, this bet was made. They went to a hotel. She woke up the next morning, no clothes on, and she had been assaulted by his father. So guess what he does?
I have no idea.
He starts singing. Because now he's pissed. That is the love of his life.
Right,
he
right.
is protective of her. So he starts giving times and dates. Like, he's placing them at scenes of the crime that they're suspected of, but they have no proof. So now he's placing them where they need them to be. And he gives grand jury testimony. And because of bringing up the other members of the Kitty Gang, he gets a message to his brother, Jimmy Johnston, it's in your best interest to
Leave.
To comply, like, to cooperate the best you can. So there's a bunch of them that are set up to go testify for this grand jury. Now, in between this, Bruce finds out that Junior is spilling everything. So he gets him a message, stop it, recant your testimony, say you were on drugs, whatever. I will pay you $12,000 to shut the fuck up. He doesn't. So that right there tells me his girlfriend was worth more than $12,000 to him, which I think is sweet in a criminal kind of way.
Good Lord.
Right? So, hold on, I need some. He decides he is not going to shut up. He's going to get these members of the Kitty Gang to give testimony. Because he's pissed. And one of the investigators even tell him, your dad's going to kill you. He was like, I don't even care. I don't care. Let him kill me. If I die, you know who did it. So, on the morning of August 16th, Jimmy Johnston, and there was a couple other ones, Dwayne Lincoln, Jimmy Johnston was 18, Dwayne Lincoln, 17, Wayne Sampson, 20, nope, that was later. Forget Wayne Sampson right now. James Sampson. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, never.
Words are hard.
Words, and apparently reading is hard for me today. Wayne Sampson, 20. And then a couple days later, James Sampson, 24. So, the first 1, 2, 3 I mentioned were all supposed to give testimony on the morning of August 16th, 1978. They don't show up. They cannot be found. No one knows where they're at. Well, let's just say that Bruce and other gang members found out what they were doing and what they were going to do. So they took them to this kind of quiet little place, and they were all murdered. And there is a point where they say all of their victims during this month were all killed, like shot, like from the back, like no, pew.
Yeah.
Like it was all from the back, like turn around, look, ooh, look, a duck, boom. I mean, I don't know if there was really a duck there. I don't want to put a duck at the scene of the crime.
A fucking duck. Bitch.
So at this point, Junior hears they're missing, so he was like, you know what? I want out. Well, they had initially made his bail really high, so that, because they felt he was safer in jail than out of jail because of his father and what they were doing. And he said, I will recant everything and I will not say another word unless you let me out. Because he wanted 2 things. Guess what one of them was?
His girlfriend?
Yep. And he wanted to smoke weed. So he gets very reluctantly. They told him keep a low profile because he refused any type of protection. He refused it all. So his thing was, you know, they were telling him, lay low. He was like, whatever. If he's going to get me, he's going to get me.
Yeah.
So him and he buys Robin a new purse, which is sweet. I wish somebody would buy me a fucking purse.
Why? He'll just say you have too many.
Not anymore, though. Not like
One is too many.
Not like I used to. Oh, remember how bad I used to be with purses?
God.
I would buy a new purse. This was when we lived next door to Nina. And I would put it in my garage. I would take it out of my car and put it in the garage for a few days. And then I would go out in the garage and get it. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And then when he'd say, is that new? I would say, it's been in the garage. Because it wasn't a lie. So anyway, he bought her a new purse, and they went to like a carnival type thing, and they pull up to her house, her parents' house, because she don't have her own house, because remember, she's 15. And Bruce, or nope, not Bruce, Junior says, I'm hungry. And Robin says, I have to feed the cats. Well, they're getting ready to get out. He turns on the overhead lights of the car.
Uh-huh.
Now they have no idea that the field across the street, there's 2 people waiting for them.
Oy.
One is an uncle, and I forgot who the other one is. Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, they see the light go on. They can now see their target. They start shooting. Robin is hit once in the chin.
From across the field?
From across the field. Junior was hit. There's discrepancy between 8 and 9 times he was hit. And they said, like, when the police got there, his face looked like hamburger. It was bad. Do you want to know why he survived? I know you do, so I'm not going to keep you in suspense. I'm going to tell you. The gun that was shooting at Junior was stolen out of a truck because it wasn't nailed down. That had flat... Now, I don't know really shit about guns. I can shoot a gun. But I don't know it was a 38 caliber revolver. But it had flat tip, which is more for target practice. That's what saved him, is they were not actual bullets. They were like target practice bullets. Yeah. So out of the 8, and he was hit in the head, stomach, shoulder. Yeah. 9. Yeah, he was fucked. So as soon as Robin is hit, he tells her, run. She runs in the house, goes upstairs. He follows. He holds her. She dies in his arms.
One shot to the chin?
Yeah, I mean, it went in the chin, but I'm sure it did some damage and some other shit. So she dies. He is devastated.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely devastated. And then this is kind of what is the end. Now, I don't know if it actually happened, but there's a scene in the movie where the father, and at close range, the movie, they're not Bruce Sr. and Jr. Johnston. They are Brad Whiteford. Hold on. It's got to be in the movie. Brad Whitewood Sr. and Brad Whitewood Jr. And Robin is in the movie called Terry. Yeah. So, if you've ever seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's a good... Like, there's this scene where Sean Penn is pointing the gun at Christopher Walken, and you can see it in Sean Penn's face. Say what you want about Sean Penn. I know everyone says the whole Madonna thing, like, fucked him. He is a damn good actor. I don't care what anybody says. He was a good actor in that movie. He was amazing in River's Edge. Nope, Mystic River. He wasn't in River's Edge. That was a Keanu Reeves movie. Mystic River, that's one of my favorites. He was really good in, I don't know, the one with a nun. The fuck was that called? Dead Man Walking?
I don't know.
Excellent. I think he's a good actor. I don't care what anybody else says. And Christopher Walken. He needs more cowbell. He's awesome in pretty much any movie I've ever seen him. I love Christopher Walken. So, anyway, I'm going to read off some of the gang members because I forgot to earlier. And these are the adult gang members. So, obviously, there's Bruce Johnston Sr., his brother David, brother Norman. There was Richard Mitchell, who later became a witness for the state. James Griffin, who later became a witness for the state, Edward Otter, Davis Shonley, Leslie Dale, who later became a witness for the state, Gary Wayne Crouch, who is deceased. Like I said, there is so much more that they did that would deserve its own episode. There's Richard Donnell, who was believed to have been drowned by fellow gang member Jack W. Bain. No relation. It's not even spelled the same. Roy Myers,
That's spelled the same.
who later became a witness for the state. Jack Bain, who drowned in 1970. And murder charges were filed against Leslie Dale and Richard Donnell for his murder. Francis Matherly and Ansel Ham, who killed 2 police officers of the Kennett Square Police Department. William Davis and Richard Posey were his victims in 1972, and he was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms. He was also one of the earliest Johnston gang members who was convicted. And there are many, many crimes. And one of them, there was a family member who talked about it, that it was I believe a gang member who was shot and buried. And when they found him, he had like dirt under his nails from trying to crawl out.
He wasn't even dead when they buried him.
Nope, he was still breathing. So yeah, these were literally shitty people. So that is what I have on the Johnston brothers for this. Like I said, the other shit that they did kind of deserves its own. Or, like I said, the episode, and you can see that this is what I was listening to. It's The Killing Month, August 1978. And nope, what am I doing? I don't know. No. If you need to... Okay, stop that.
What are you doing?
Look, I don't know.
You need to go to bed.
This is, if you're looking for it, this is... Jesus, sorry.
Good.
Why is that so bad? Probably because it's so fucking bright in here now. You get the gist. That is what the little... Nope.
What she said.
What is that? Oh my god. Not only are words hard, they're hard to think of. Fuck. I don't know. That's their cover art.
I can't.
Me neither. I can't either. But yeah. If the little bit of craziness I told you about interests you, like I said, there is how many episodes? There's 8 episodes, and it goes from everything from, like, the first episode is called The Ambush, which is technically what Junior and his girlfriend's shooting was known as. It was known as The Ambush. There's also an episode about the police officers that I just talked about. The guy being buried alive. Finding... And honestly, not all their victims have been found. Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa?
No, he was not one of their victims.
Are you sure he hasn't been found? Sorry. I know it was probably a different time period, but it was the 90s, right?
Huh?
Jimmy Hoffa.
60s, 70s.
Oh, what the fuck am I thinking of?
I have no clue. Not one.
I can't think straight either. Leave me alone.
I do know that I believe it was Norman, after being sentenced, escaped from prison, but then he was captured and went back.
Men are stupid.
I did a couple weeks ago, when I was initially going to start my research on this. I listened to all 8 episodes. I mean, I didn't finish the 8th one, but you can see that I've listened to all of them, and I started it over. Very, very well done. And like I said, there's the journalist Amanda, her father, who was the district attorney, the journalist Julia something, I don't know. I'm not gonna make shit up, but
Well, we don't do that here. We don't make shit up and we don't plagiarize.
right, there was members of the gang that were interviewed by Amanda. I mean, very well done. Very, very well done. So if this has interested you and you want to hear more about what they did, I'm going to send you over there. She did an amazing job with the fact that her father was the district attorney. She had really firsthand knowledge, because she said that was his life for 2 years was that case, so therefore their life for 2 years was that case. He slept with a revolver next to his bed, a loaded revolver. So, and she talks about how she sat in the courtroom during their trials at like 12, 13 years old. That's gotta be crazy interesting. So yeah, definitely check that out. Again, it's called The Killing Month, August 1978. And that's basically from the time he finds out that his son is turning on him up until the ambush. And could you imagine ordering the hit on your own child?
No, I could never.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. Just kidding. Love you. Any hoodle. That's fine. No one needs to see you. So so we're gonna end this with the whole merch. Buy some merch. Christmas is coming. You have to get some merch.
Right.
There is the regular general store, which is PFC store.printify.me. There is the Creepy Soup store, which is PFC creepysoup.printify.me. And there is the holiday one, which is PFC holidays.printify.me. Shop. What?
Shop.
Suck it.
Whip it out. Give me a black eye, bitch.
No. So go on there and do some shopping. Any one of the 3, that'd be great. A lot of the holiday stuff is so fucking cute.
I know.
There's
I want to order the
snow
snow
globes.
globes.
The snow globes are so cute. What else was it? Oh,
Tree squirts.
yeah, tree skirts. Super cute. The stockings. I want a stocking. Like the buffalo plaid ones. They're cute.
Sounded all violent and shit.
I want a stocking. Anyway, we've moved past that. Now we're at, if you have any paranormal stories you want to send us, any true crime that you're
Yes.
closely related to, or, you know, maybe your great grandpa was a bootlegger and ran with some crazy people, let us know. creepysouppodcast@gmail.com. Yeah?
You should have been an advertisement.
Right? No, I'm going to leave that to Jason. Jason is top notch at that. But I'm just trying to throw this all out there so maybe we can get some listener stuff and start doing some listener episodes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Jenny and I have been trying, and we did one. We had like Dan and Flossie and a couple other people had sent in some stories, but yeah, we would love. And if you want to hear like a couple of assholes reading it, being stupid about it, or like getting lost in it, going ooh, I don't know. Or,
Ooh, piece of candy.
dang, fries are done. Who raised you?
Yeah, oh,
What was that?
I don't know. I'm going through puberty.
All right. Yeah, so go shopping while you're. Here's what you do. You buy a creepy soup shirt. There's a few nice ones. There's even one that says "Soup's on" and the back says "with the side of bullshit." That would be great. Get yourself a creepy soup shirt. Get yourself in a creepy little mood wearing the creepy soup shirt, and write us a creepy little ghost story, and we will read it on our creepy show, Creepy Soup. I think I just set a record for how many times the word creepy was used in a sentence.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's what we got. So tune in. Well, thank you for watching this one. Tune in Friday for me and Jenny, and then next Sunday for me and Judy, and then repeat. Yeah. You don't even have to rinse.
It's optional, I guess.
I don't leave a film.
But you should probably rinse.
Yeah, because it's a couple days in between, so yeah, you're going to want to rinse or you'll get ripe. Don't be ripe.
And then people are going to think you have crabs.
Yeah. Don't be ripe. Don't be crabby. Be creepy. That could be that's how we can start ending. That's how we can start ending. That's how we're gonna start ending.
Oh my god.
That's how we're gonna start ending our episodes. Don't be crabby. Be creepy. Yeah.
Jill Ann.
Okay. Anyway. Bye.
Bye.